Rachel Stevens.
You looked really confused there for a minute.
No, I tell you what, I was trying to work out if I'd missed anything. Businesswoman, I guess you would say.
Let's put that in there.
Should we chat that in there as well?
Let's put that in there. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, it's lovely to have you with us this morning. On what's a really super exciting day for you.
I know. I'm buzzing.
You have
Literally.
A book out today.
I do.
Called Finding My Voice, a story of strength, self-belief and S Club. Mm-hmm. So this is not your first book though, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
First book. Yeah.
So you've never spoken in the past about your kind of pop career in a book like this?
No, not like this. This is the first time I've kind of put it all out there. So it feels like a big deal. Yeah.
When we first met, and I can tell you exactly when it was in 1998.
Yeah.
You would have been
10.
19 years old. And back then, you were, well, FHM had you as the sexiest woman of all time. You were in those top 10 polls every year throughout the early 2000s. There wasn't a magazine you weren't on the front of. Fast forward now, you've got two young girls. Mm-hmm. Have they seen like the pictures that you did back then?
They've seen them here and there, yeah. Because, you know, they'll see things come up and on social or whatever, online or whatever.
Yeah.
But to them, I'm just mum. Do you know what I mean? Unless it's like on our last tour, I was cool for about 5 minutes.
Right.
And they came up on stage, and then when we released our last single out, it went into the iTunes chart against Olivia Rodrigo, and they were like, "Oh my God, you are the coolest mum." And that lasted for 5 minutes.
And that was it.
And that was it. But I'll take it. You know?
I guess what I'm saying is that for a lot of mums, if they have like racy pictures of them when they were back younger, it was like, oh no, I can't believe the girls have seen that. But you're kind of cool about it.
Yeah,
it's not a problem.
I really am. It's not a thing. I mean, it was part of what I did. It was part of my career, and as the girl, I mean, I'm very honest and open with my girls, and we talk about stuff. And you know, kids also seem so much more grown up. I mean, my eldest is 13, so they want to be like 25, and you know, they're on TikTok, and so I'm trying to manage all of that with them, and you know, it's a minefield. Parenting is a minefield.
I guess even explaining what a magazine is.
Exactly. What's that?
It's a different world.
Yeah, it's a different world.
A different world.
Exactly.
So kind of talk us just to sort of what the book then covers off. What are the kind of main themes of the book?
It covers everything. I started at the very beginning. It's my life story. I got the opportunity to write this book, and it was something that I needed to. Well, I really sort of needed to think hard about it, because I thought if I'm going to do a book, I want to be really honest. And if I'm honest, that's something I've really struggled with in the past, to sort of open up. I've always had this real sort of protection, and so it became really important to me to tell my story and share. And I just think it's really lovely to share. You know, it opens conversation, and I think there's nothing better than that. You know, to show that we're all just the same and all have our own stuff going on.
Was it difficult at times to write?
Yes, it really was a process. And also, I decided to do the book before I decided to do the tour, the S Club tour. So that all kicked off. And I'm such a person who's like, I care so much about whatever I'm doing, and I'm kind of all or nothing. And I went all in with the book, and then the S Club stuff kicked off, and then I kind of had to stop, went on tour, focused on that, and then it kind of, it became a real process, because I had to really focus on it and really.
And I guess also reliving like the kind of past 30 years must have brought back some very happy memories. What were the sort of, for you,
and
what
I have
were
a terrible memory.
Right,
oh my God, it's shocking. It's terrible. And my timeline's awful. So when we'd go, when was that? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't even know what day it is, let alone, you know.
Can you just sort of go back on over some of those highlights for you? Any kind of those real sort of pinch me moments when you're going, oh my God, look at us. Look what we've achieved. Look where we are. Look who we're with.
Do you know what? If I'm really honest, it was such a whirlwind of a time. It was so. I think unlike lots of pop groups of that time, we also had the TV element. So we were not only recording, traveling, TV, movies, touring. You know, it was everything. And you know what it was like at that time. It was very different.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really time. I mean, obviously we had incredible moments and exciting moments, but for me, I felt like it was just go. I was go. And there wasn't time ever to, not ever, but to sit and go, wow, you know, it was so fast. You know, even when I'd say winning our first Brit was one of the biggest highlights for us. We were in the middle of, it sounds so hard, in the beach, like filming our TV show, but we accepted our award while we were filming our TV show, accepted the award, went back to filming. You know, we didn't have that moment so everything was just go all the time.
Yeah. And then you had a chance, of course, to do it all over again because the band reformed.
Yep.
What's happening at the moment? Where are you now as a band? What's the kind of what's happening?
We have
next?
a million WhatsApp groups, so we're always chatting all the time. We're about to do some festivals over the summer, which is fun. We're going out next week, actually, and then we're going to do Brighton Pride in a couple of weeks.
And that's as S Club, or
S
as
Club.
that as Rachel Stevens?
As S Club.
Okay.
But I just did Hoopla a couple of weeks back, which was
went down a storm.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was so great. But it's crazy how, I mean, I couldn't believe it was the first time I've got up on stage and done my solo stuff in God knows how long.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it was amazing.
Last April, we sadly lost Paul.
Yeah.
What's it been like getting back together with the others? Has that kind of helped that whole process and being able to share some of the memories of him? Has it been nice to do that as a group rather than individually?
It has been. And obviously the tour, so obviously Paul was with us in the lead up to the tour, and then we took a step back. And then the tour took on a whole new meaning. It became a tribute to him and a celebration. And but yeah, he's always with us. Honestly, when we're together, like we were performing the other day at a gig in Glasgow, and never had a dream we were performing that, and a white bus fly across the stage, and we were all like, okay, Paul's with us. You know, there's little moments all the time where a song will we were at a shoot and a song will come on, and we'll go, oh my God, that's Paul. You know. So we're always talking about him, and his presence is always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your girls earlier.
Yeah.
What do they think of having a pop star as a mum? Have they got their head around that, or?
I think the first time that it's so you know what it's like when you've got kids. You're just kind of mum and dad, and the odd time, like I remember one time years ago when Don't Stop Moving came on in the car, and I was taking them to school. And they were just like, oh my God, turn it up, put the windows down. And they were like really had a real proud moment. And then I'm back to being Uncle Mum again. Do you know what I mean? But no, when they came on tour with us, that was incredible. They came up on stage with us. They're at an age now where they can understand it.
Well, listen, it's been lovely to catch up. Rachel's book, Finding My Voice, is out today. A big thank you to Rachel Stevens.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Heart.